Hello dear students. Today we will study about rotational vibrational Raman spectra, that what are the various branches in this spectra and what is their frequency. Okay, so in this spectra, that is rotational vibrational spectra, when we talk about rotational vibration, that means the molecule, it undergoes rotations as well as vibrational motion. As you can see, I have written over here. So when we talk about vibrational motion, that means vibrational transitions in the molecule when it absorbs the energy which falls on it. Okay, so those transitions are possible. Okay, those transitions are possible in which the selection rule is delta V is equal to plus minus 1. Plus minus 1 means that if your lower energy, this, suppose these are the various rotational levels 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose this is your V is equal to 1, V is equal to 0. Suppose this is your ground vibrational level, and then this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose these are J values for your higher energy level, and this is your vibrational higher energy state. So vibrational quantum number for the higher energy state. So suppose your molecule is present here at the 0. Okay, 0 rotational level, and it get energy from the photon, and it undergoes the photon, it undergoes scattering, and it show transition from your 0 to 1, suppose. So it is following here the vibrational selection rule, right? Vibration selection rule is that change in vibration quantum number, that is delta V, should be plus 1. So here if you minus, or you can calculate delta V value by minus the higher vibrational quantum number from the lower vibrational quantum number. So here if you minus 1 minus 0, that means plus 1. So simply vibrational selection rule is obeyed over here. Okay, so now if you come to the rotational transition, that when molecule, it absorbs the energy and it undergo rotational transition, that is from lower rotational quantum number to the higher rotational quantum number. So as I have write down over here, so when we talk about delta J value are plus 2, that means the transitions are from 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6. So transitions are like this. So if it takes place from 2 to 4, okay, so if it takes place from 4 to so on 6, so such kind of transitions are corresponding to delta J value. In that case, if you minus higher J value from the lower, that will be plus 2. Similarly, so delta J value minus 2 means when your molecule, it is already present at some higher level. Suppose it is present at already here at 4, and it undergoes transition from 4 to 2, from 4 to 6. Okay, so then in that case you will get, say, you will get the value corresponding to minus 2, right? So in that case, your J dash, this, when your delta J is equal to plus 2, so your J dash is J plus 2. So simply if your J is here 0, if you just plus 2, you will get the value of J dash. Similarly for delta J minus 2, your J value is equal to J dash plus 2. Okay, so now we are going to use this equation that we have done in the vibrational rotational spectra, that is delta V bar is equal to omega naught plus B J dash minus J plus J dash plus 1. So we are going to put the values of delta J in this value. So if your delta J is 0, that means your this whole factor will become 0, and your this wave number, this your wave number will equal to omega naught. That is, omega naught is, further you know the value of omega naught, fundamental frequencies value is omega E, equilibrium frequency, 1 minus 2 Xc. So this is your that frequency value, that wave, that line, transition line, in which your delta V bar value is equal to omega E. So now if delta J value is plus 2, just put that delta J value plus 2 in this equation. So if you put this J dash value J plus 2, here also I have put on the value of J dash J plus 2, and I get this value, that is by solving this equation I will get the value delta V bar is equal to omega E 1 minus 2 Xc plus B 4J plus 6. So this value, it correspond to the S branch. Now if you put the value delta J minus 2, just the differences of this sign, that is minus. So I have solved the equation over here for your j value when it comes out to be minus 2. So in that case you have to put j is equal to j dash plus 2, and you can see just there is a difference of that sign minus. Okay, so this is called O branch. So you should remember the various delta V bar value. For delta j plus 2 we have the S branch value is this, for O branch the value is this, and for Q branch the value delta V bar is equal to omega naught. Okay, so then after that we are going to determine the wave number value as we have done in case of pure rotational Raman spectra. So if you haven't yet watched that video, so just watch the video of pure rotational Raman spectra. The very last value which we derived in that case, that was this, that is V bar, that is wave number, is equal to Vi plus minus V delta V bar. So here in this case we just put the value of delta V bar for the various branches in this equation. So if like let suppose we are going to put the value corresponding to Q branch. Okay, we want to determine if there is the transition corresponding to your Q branch, that is, you know, that those transition in which delta J value is equal to 0. So if you just want to know the wave number corresponding to that branch, you will simply write down here VQ bar is equal to VI bar plus minus delta V bar Q, mu bar Q. Okay, these are the frequencies actually, mu. Okay, mu delta mu q. Okay, so that means the delta mu q value can be plus and can be minus also. That means that that value can be the, in this case it can be anti-Stokes lines or it can be Stokes lines. Similarly, if you want to calculate the value of VO, suppose, so you have to write down the value VI plus minus delta VO bar. So Vi, you know that Vi is the wave number of exciting radiation. Okay, exciting radiation's value is Vi. So plus minus delta VO. So delta VO, you know that it may be plus, it may be minus. So I just open both the equations for your Stokes lines and for your anti-Stokes line. That means whenever there is transition, okay, whenever there is transition corresponding to O branches, your wave number, your value may shift toward the higher wave number or your value may shift toward the lowest wave number. So corresponding to Stokes and anti-Stokes line. So you know very well that for anti-Stokes line the value shift toward the higher wave number, and for Stokes line the value shift toward the lower wave number. So this equation is just to calculate about the like magnitude, you can say, of your wave number. Okay, so that value of your that lines, they appear at what centimeter, with which frequency values they will appear at, what wave number they will appear. Okay, so when we talk about wave number, you know very well that wave number related to wavelength related to frequency. So indirectly we just want to know that at what frequency your that lines appear. So this correspond to that thing, this V bar Q, V bar S, V bar O. So these are all branches. They might appear at the lower wave number, they might appear at the higher wave number. Okay, so this was all about your rotational Raman spectra, and after this you should know that what are the various advantages of your Raman spectra. That Raman spectra is the spectra that can be used for your gaseous molecule as well as for your liquid molecule, and not like the IR, which only can be used for the gaseous molecule, right? But still, nowadays IR spectroscopy, that is your infrared spectroscopy spectra, it is more preferred over other spectroscopy. So this was your Raman spectra. With this we just completed with the video series of Raman spectroscopy. Thank you so much, and I hope you keep sharing and liking the videos. Thank you.